Hello students, welcome to the online classes. Today I'm going to start a new chapter, Civics chapter 6, and the name of the chapter is the Judiciary. You all know that there are three organs of the government, the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. We have already discussed the legislature and the executive. Today we will discuss about the judiciary. Look at this picture. This picture is showing a structure which is similar to pyramid. So the Indian judiciary, structure of the Indian judiciary is just like pyramids. We have in the lower level subordinate courts or lower courts. There are many subordinate courts and lower courts, and there are high courts in each state, and in the highest level there is only one Supreme Court for the whole country. So this is the structure of the Indian judiciary. So we will know about the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, as the name suggests, is the highest court of justice in our country, and it functions from the New Delhi. It has a Chief Justice and 30 other judges. The Parliament can increase or decrease the number of the judges, and all the judges are appointed by the President and in consultancy with the Chief Justice of India. Now we will discuss about the qualification of a judge of the Supreme Court. A judge of the Supreme Court must possess the following qualification. He must be a citizen of India, and he should have acted as a judge of the same state High Court for at least 5 years, or he must have been an advocate in the state High Court for at least 10 years. And the third one is that he should be an eminent personality in the sphere of law in the eyes of the President. A judge of the Supreme Court retires at the age of 65 years, and it is very difficult to remove a Supreme Court judge. Removal is possible only in some special cases by the President, and for it requires 2/3 of majority, which is really not possible in all the time. So it is the salary of the Parliament. The Parliament cannot put the salaries of the Supreme Court judges to vote. So the judges have a very secure job. What is the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court? The Indian Supreme Court has original as well as appellate jurisdiction. Original jurisdiction means that the cases are heard in the Supreme Court for the first time, and appellate jurisdiction means the cases which are already heard in the lower courts and they have come to the Supreme Court for appeal. Okay, so these two kinds of jurisdiction have been heard. The Supreme Court also gives its advisory opinion to the President of India, referring to some article of the Constitution, but it is not compulsory for the President to accept the advice. The Supreme Court has got appellate jurisdiction, means the Supreme Court will hear the appeal in the cases like constitutional cases, civil and criminal cases. Court of record. So during the process of any legal procedure, a lot of paperwork is included, and the Supreme Court gives judgments, and these judgments are recorded. These judgments are kept safe in the record rooms, and it is the highest court of India in the country. So all the other courts in the country are subordinate courts, and they obey the rules and regulations which are framed by the Supreme Court. In order to take the decision, they are all binding on all the courts in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court decisions are binding on all the other courts of the country. So it is the final interpreter of the Constitution. Now, high courts. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. The Constitution of India provides a high court for each state, but there are some states which have a common high court. Composition. A high court has a chief justice and a number of other judges, and the Constitution does not have a fixed number of judges for a high court. It is the President who has to determine their actual number. At present, there are 25 high courts. So 24 is given, but actually the recent current number of High Court are 25. The number of judges of a High Court depend on the size and population of the state. If there are a number of small states, only one High Court discharges these functions. Okay. Qualification of a judge of a High Court. A judge of a High Court must be a citizen of the country and he must have held a judicial office in the country for at least 10 years, or he should be practicing advocate of the High Court for a period of not less than 10 years. He must be a man of honest views. Okay, so that's it for today. We will discuss the rest of the topic in the next video. Okay, see you in the next class.